I'd love to just get some feedback on your experience of being part of Mastermind Group, and also seeing some of the stuff that was written about us, and why you decided to stay, and how you felt. On my screen, I've got Ross, Joe, Naomi, Kavish, and Ume. So you're first up, Ross.
Yeah, I would say it's been a really good opportunity for me just to talk with people who are in the same boat. So, we're all writers. We all have our anxieties. Discuss ideas that we want to write about. Discuss obstacles that we may encounter along the way, and just work through that together. That's an opportunity that's quite far and few between, and I think this has just been a great way of realizing that. And with what happened with the trolling in the comments, so yeah, to be frank, it was quite an anxious experience. There's a lot of uncertainty going forward with that. I wasn't really sure how that would affect my involvement. I had a bit of introspection about it. I talked through with some of the people that ran it. And I think that's just the best way to go through with a problem, is just to talk about it, see if you can reach some sort of degree of compromise, go from there, move forward from there. I just think it's the mature thing to do. Once you have the facts, once you have the information, make of that what you will.
Awesome. Thank you, Ross. Thank you very much. Appreciate you sharing. Joe, what have you valued about being part of a group like this?
It does echo what Ross was saying. Writers groups, writer circles have existed for forever. Like Ernest Hemingway and F. Scott Fitzgerald used to write letters to each other of encouragement. I mean, you'd think with the works they've done, they're completely confident individuals, but the letters are just otherwise. This is literally you're meeting like-minded individuals, getting different backgrounds, different ideas of different people. It all builds up to who you are, who you want to be, and then that feeds the writer in you too. And that is the total positive of what this offers to people.
Awesome. And what? Thank you, Joe. And what was your experience like seeing some of the comments online and stuff? And
I'll just echo what I told you at the time. People have their experiences, they have their opinions, and they're entitled to them. But there is a difference, however, when it comes to saying things that are not designed to be helpful, but designed to be hurtful. There's a big difference between that. And throughout that, I had my own opinion. I had not experienced anything similar to what was said. And I've generally taken away more positives than I have of any negatives. So I stuck with my own opinion, and that's why I'm still here.
Awesome. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Thank you. Naomi.
I think what I value most from the group is probably the opportunity to connect with like-minded people, and the opportunity to kind of explore ideas together. It sometimes becomes a little bit like group therapy as well, which I really, really enjoy. I think that's a really lovely aspect. There's clearly a lot of trust between us all now, and that's something that's been really nourishing for me, both personally and with my writing. So thank you everyone for being that for me. With regards to the trolling situation, I had seen some of it before, and it did worry me a little bit, but then when I looked a bit further into it, there didn't really seem to be a lot of evidence online to kind of back up what they were saying. So I just sort of decided to make up my own mind about it. And then I think what I really appreciated was Jay's openness and honesty around the whole thing. And I think I gained so much from the group that I kind of know really deep down that the things that have been written just simply aren't true. They just stem from malicious and bitter people, and it's very sad and very unfortunate, but sometimes that's what we have to deal with.
Yes, more than we know in life. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you. As Joe said, comments that aren't designed to build up, but designed to break down. We have to deal with them in many areas of life. So thank you. Really appreciate that, Naomi. Kavish, you're someone who's benefited from Lighthouse Kids actually through this session as well, being under 18, and you know, the guys here supporting you and stuff like that. So yeah, it'd be great to hear from you, because you know, going through school, going through the latter stages of that as well. What's your experience been, and yeah, of the comments online as well. But what have you valued about the group?
So what I've really valued from the group is, like everyone else has said, the connection between everybody. You know, it's a bit anxious starting the group with a lot of new people, especially in a field you're not really confident with. Like, unlike a lot of the other writers, I'm not really interested in pursuing a career in writing at the moment. However, there's still so much I benefit from just being here, like meeting like-minded people, talking about similar experiences, and just really connecting on a deeper level that I wouldn't really experience, like talking to my friends, for example, at school. It's a very different experience. So there's just so much you can gain from it, really. And then talking about a lot of the criticism Lighthouse faced. Yeah, again with that, I was really anxious by it when I heard it. And the two things I have to say about it is, one, that Jay first approached me with the fact that they've been facing criticism. I hadn't Googled Lighthouse in like, maybe it was a bad thing to do not to check, you know, what I'm writing for. But however, despite that, Jay contacted me on it. Then I started, you know, researching a bit. I found a lot more like Reddit posts, but like everybody else has said, if you have a look at the post, it's a very destructive, very like, for example, there was one that was racist, that was shared a couple of weeks ago, and you can just tell the intent from the person. They're not really trying to protect and save, for example, save other people. They're really just trying to hurt Lighthouse as a company. So it's just not what you want to see. And despite the anxieties, I just talked to Jay about it, and I was very like straight on with how I felt about the situation. But he like reassured me, and I felt like he was being very genuine whilst he was speaking about it. So I just valued the whole way he dealt with that criticism. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Kavish. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Umay, what have you valued about the group? We brought up something that you said through the session as well, and yeah, how did you find the experience of going through the criticism?
Yeah, to echo what Kavish and Ross have said, and I think Stacey was saying about how you're kind of going into the pathology of the trolls and the parents against trolling. I think that's one of the best things to do in life when you have a negative, and especially when it's so close to home, just turning that negative into a positive, not only for yourself but for others as well, because of course you're helping parents. And linking to the session, linking to parents and childhood experiences, those children, maybe this program, the Parents Against Trolls, will help the children and parents have a better relationship. And obviously those children that affect will kind of ripple, because we never know what impacts we're having. I think Jay was saying it earlier, but sorry, yeah. And as for appreciation for the group, I would just appreciate how different we all are, but how all of this we all tie together. I love writing. I love kind of finding how to be a good human. I think is one of the main things here. And just books. I think in this day and age, books are very, I think I saw in a post, but books are very kind of underrated, and the kind of technology is kind of taken over. So I like how it's a very grounded group, and we all tie together with our common interests. and that's what I really love about it too. It's very refreshing, and that's one word I would use to describe this group: refreshing.